What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you guys how to make your sugar jars and how to make your honey jars. You can go with either or. When it comes down to sugar or honey, it depends on the person, the strength and the power they have. It depends on the situation, and overall that decision has to be made from you. What do you, I mean, I know a lot of you feel like if you go with sugar it's going to necessarily just pick up and be quicker because you feel like honey is slow, and that's not necessarily true. I get so many emails and I'm always asked, oh, should I do a honey jar, should I do a sugar jar? You need to get a reading. You need to get a reading to see what's going on in that situation, and then from there you can make a decision to go with sugar or honey. Like for instance, like if you're making a boss fix jar for your job, I'll always recommend that you go with honey for that, because honey is going to give you long lasting results, especially when you work it every single day and that honey jar starts to pick up. I've seen honey jars move in 7 days. I've seen sugar jars move in 7 days. And then I've seen them take their time, 30 days, more, 45 days. And it all depends on the situation and the person. For relationships, sometimes when you're reconciliating, it has to be based on what's currently happening. So you have to get a reading. And I know a lot of you like to work blind. And that's not necessarily good, because then you're going to expect way more. You're expecting way too much and you don't know what's happening. But if you have an idea of what's happening, then you can decide. Because if you're trying to reconciliate with a partner that doesn't want nothing to do with you, and he doesn't like you anymore, and his feelings are absolutely dead for you, you're going to have to move on from that. Don't even waste your time working honey or sugar. Heal up, cleanse yourself, and start working on, loving me and helping you to heal off and accept the love that you have around you, so that you can easily accept good love. Because a lot of times you're in relationships that love is bad, it's negative, it's just toxic, and you get used to things that are not good for you. And just because, things are around you and you're living in it, that doesn't necessarily mean you deserve that. That doesn't necessarily mean it's good. That doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. So working and loving me will help you to restore that balance, to restore the love within you. Because when you're in relationships, sometimes you start just focusing on that person and you don't really get to work on your relationship. It becomes all about him or all about her, and you constantly trying to change different things in your life to uplift that person. So a lot of times that reading is going to be the most important thing, because now you're going to be able to make a decision, honey or sugar. And sometimes you don't need that. You need to move forward from it. Work. When it comes to building your businesses, steady clients, money house blesser, when it comes to that consistency with finances, sugar or honey, it's gonna all depend on you. You can work with the honey to sweeten yourself, and you can make a sugar jar to sweeten the situation. A lot of things that I'm seeing is a lot of you wanting to be favored by banks, and or getting favored to get loans and money and things like that. And I feel like a lot of you are really impatient when it comes to that. When you're dealing with a situation like a bank, which is a whole new different level of things. It's not one person. There are many people that have to be approved. The one thing that I'll tell you to do is sweeten up yourself. If you've been to the bank and you've been not approved for a loan, and there's certain things that they want you to do, then I'll recommend that you do it. If you're a new company, the bank wants to see that you're making a certain amount of money. You can't expect, just because you say you got a business, the bank is going to say, okay, we're going to give you some money. No, it doesn't work like that. Not at all. And I feel like a lot of you are going upon the bullshit that you've been learning from the bullshit ass people that don't know nothing and been teaching nothing to you, and then you automatically come to someone that knows what they're doing, that's well informed, that has a lot of knowledge, that's been doing it for quite some time, and they know what they're doing, and you want to bring that bullshit to someone. And I'll say this to you, and I'll tell this to you, that's not how it's done. Don't do it like that. If you go to a bank and they tell you, listen, we need at least a year. We want to see how your business has been doing. We want to see if you're making that money, because we want to see that you can pay us back. Just because you say you're a business doesn't necessarily mean, okay, you're going to get approved. That credit has to be good as well. And if you do go in and you're going to work on the bank, there's a few things that I would want you to do. I would tell you first to get a reading. I'll tell you, get a reading. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if the bank is going to give you that loan. And if it says, okay, they're going to give you a loan, but in a couple of months, because they just want to see what your business is worth. Okay? Some banks may tell you we need 18 months to see like your records, to see how much you're making. We want to see, and then we'll decide if we can give you the loan. So I'll tell you, go with your reading. I'll tell you, cleanse up yourself. If you've been having money issues, you're gonna have to work on it. You're not working on one person. You're working on a huge corporation. You're working on a bank. It's just not one person. And when you're working to be favored and you want to be sweetened and you want your situation to be approved, you have to take certain steps. That reading, that cleansing, then uncrossing and removing any negativity that's been around you. If you've been having that trouble really, really badly, keep the reversins going. Keep the black and red going. Keep the green and black going. Keep that going. And work on you for quite some time. Just because you start working on the bank doesn't mean they're going to automatically approve you. I want you to have that mind state to where it's like, okay, if I start working on something, it's not going to automatically just change. No, you have to put in work. That's why I call it work. You really got to work on it. Reversing. Then you're going to start getting into yourself. You're going to start sweetening yourself. Sweet baths. I recommend taking sweet baths at least 4 times a year. Every 3 months, I recommend doing that. Especially if you're looking for a big loan. And see, with some of you, your business isn't even worth half of what you're trying to get out of the bank. And if that doesn't make sense, how do you expect a bank to give you that? If you have yet to accumulate $20,000, right? There's no money coming in, and you want a loan, the bank still wants to see how are you going to pay them back? They want to know. You're not making that, but you want to get what, $300,000 loan from the bank. Your business is new, it's fresh. You got to put in that time. You have to. And I know a lot of you like, okay, but I need the loan from the bank. But how are you going to pay the bank back? How are you going to show them that you can do this? Like, it's just certain things and certain steps. So after doing those reversins, then you start to sweeten yourself. Then you start working favors jars. Then you start bringing in that good fortune around you. You can work with my Fortune 500 oil, which is great for businesses. But you want to just get that boom. You want to get that windfall of cash flowing in. And guess what? You're building now, you're building a history now over your business. Some funds are coming in, okay? You're building up clientele, okay? And you're letting a certain time frame pass. Just because you work a spell on yourself doesn't mean that everything is going to automatically go in your favor. No, it's not. And with the bank, it is a huge thing to work on. And you can't work on everybody. So what do? You work on you. You sweeten yourself. So that everything that you ask for could be in your favor. You work favors jar. You take sweet baths. Now you're just focusing all on you so that everybody can say yes, yes, yes. It's impossible for you to work on 1,000 people. It's impossible for you to do that. Say you go and you try to get a loan. They say no. Come back in a couple of months or 6 months. I don't recommend you going right away to try to do that again. Because nothing is going to necessarily change right away. Some of you feel like automatically when the spell is work, oh, it's going to be in your favor automatically. No, it's not. No, it's not. It takes time. You're building up that energy. You have to bring in that good fortune around you. You want to bring in that luck. You want to be favored. So I would tell you, wait a while. If you go to the bank in January and they tell you no, I'll tell you to wait at least a year. I'll tell you that. You're going back in too soon. It's a bank. It's a corporation. Everything has to be good. But then that 12 months, you're working on yourself. You're building up your business. You're building up the clientele. You're building the history. You're showing the bank, I can pay you back. Because I feel like a lot of you feel like, oh, I just work on the bank and I order. No, it doesn't work like that. You can't just bypass every single thing and then automatically, oh, the spirits are going to be in favor of you. The spirits don't got no time to waste either. So for a lot of you thinking that you light a candle up and, oh, it's going to, no, it doesn't work like that. And I know a lot of spiritual workers that are new and that are trying to build themselves, they don't have that full understanding that break it down to you. They don't have the full understanding that you have to fully work on things and continuously work on things and work on you and better yourself before you go in and expect somebody to just automatically change their mind. They already said they didn't want to give you $300,000, right? You're doing reversins, and you're probably like, okay, I'll revert you. What are you reversing? You're reversing the negative energy that's on you. You're reversing your money issues. You're taking that off, and you're sending it off, and you're sending back the negativity to anybody that has been sending it to you. Send it back to sender, to your enemies, to whomever it is. You're pulling that off of you. But after reversing, you should work on favors. You should work on that sweet jar and or that honey jar. You could do all three, because you need every single bit of luck just flowing around you. Keep taking your sweet baths. Come to me. You can work a come to me smell with a huge lotus stone. So, all right, so you come to the understanding, all right, the bank don't want to loan me no money right now. I got to build history, and I got to show them I can pay them back. I'm going to work on me. You should. Don't try to rush into anything. Don't go back in January and they told you no, and then think because you go back in March, everything is going to be okay. It's not. And I know a lot of you are stubborn. A lot of you don't want to hear what the worker is telling you. You don't care. You just want the spell done, and you expect those results automatically. Some of you think that as soon as you light a skull, for instance, on someone, their mind automatically changes. Do you think that if that was the case, that spiritual workers, don't you think spiritual workers would be charging $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for spells? If at the moment they light that work for you, that everything automatically changes? No. Patience. And you must be able to work on yourself, and you must be working on your situation as well. Like a lot of you want to start new businesses, and it's like you just expect, oh, I'm going to just light a candle and I'm just going to get everything fun. No, it doesn't work like that. The spirits are not going to waste their time with lazy motherfuckers. So if you're lazy and you just want to give me, I need it. No, they're not going to waste their time with you. Who's going to waste their time with somebody that don't want to listen? Who's going to waste their time with somebody that doesn't even have the means of bringing something in? In order to get these changes, you got to create that path. So if you're not working and you have no money and you're trying to bring in $5,000, unless it's growing out straight out of your asshole, you're not going to get that. You got to work on yourself. Show that you're willing to go out there and get a job. Show that you're making those changes that you want to. You got to have a revenue somewhere to bring it into. Where do you think that $5,000 is going to come from? Up and out the air? Nah, the spirits got to move and shift and pull and push, and they're going to do for you if you're showing them that you can do for yourself. But if you're a lazy son of a bitch and you sitting up at home like, I need $5,000, I'm about to burn some candles and get... Unless you have a path for it to come to, then no. If you have a business, then yes, you can work on money coming into you. Yeah, you have a business. You just need some help. You understand what I'm saying? You working. You could bring in that extra money. You have good friends and family around you that are willing to help you because you help them. But if you're lazy and you're sitting down and you expect everything to come to you, I'll tell you right now, ain't shit coming to you. Not a motherfucking thing. Nothing at all. Some of y'all been learning from the wrong people for a very long time. Like I told many of you, I'm going to show you how pregnancy spells work when I do my classes. And I'll tell every single person, you cannot get pregnant for a man without sleeping with him. So if she's telling you, yeah, I'm going to get you pregnant for your ex, just let me do some candle work for you. No. How can you bypass science? Now, how can you do... It's impossible. Just, I want y'all to use common sense for the most part. If you're lazy and you're not willing to go be a go-getter and look for a job and try to look for a way or path, something that's going to help you get what you need and want and to be favored and sweetened, then nothing is... You're just doing things the wrong way. You're just doing things the wrong way. It's like, it's hard. It's like you want a job that you've never been interviewed for, ever, but you want them to hire you. Where's that work? No, that's not how magic works. No, if you go to the interview and you get interviewed, now you got a 99% chance of working this job in your favor. And I tell you guys all the time, if you have done things in your past and it's sitting on your record, you got to do lost stay away. You got to hide that up so that they won't look into that. So they can bypass it. You're keeping away the negative things that you don't want to affect this current job. You cannot just sweeten a manager for a job that you've never, ever applied to and expect the manager to call you. It doesn't work like that. Not at all. You know, and it's hard sometimes to explain that to some of y'all because y'all expect, you know, just like a lot of y'all, oh, can I use a ammonia jar to get rid of my diabetes? No, you can't. It turns situations around, not your health. Don't use it for health by any means, and don't use it for your lovers. If you're 5,000 pounds, it's not going to turn around and help you be 100 pounds. No, don't work like that. That concept that everybody's, oh, it's going to reverse. No, it doesn't. It turns things around. But for the most, it's going to remove the negative things that you got sitting up there. See, a lot of you expect to do 5,000 ammonia jars, inhale all those fumes, and that's what's fucking up your head. And then you emailing me, oh, Magic, I want to get rid of all of this stuff happening to my life. I overeat. Listen. Working for situations where you feel like you in real shit. Like I told you in my last video. So catch that last video so you can find out. Everything that I'm working with is at my shop. So my favor's powder, okay? My sugars are all at my shop. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see those posts. And I post very, very much. So you'll see all of that. So that's where you need to be following me at. I don't have time to post every single day. I do not make YouTube my livelihood, my everyday life. But for my customers and my clients that need to see certain things, I'm here for that. That's why I created the channel. That's exactly why I created it. So if you're trying to look for me, I can be found. My Instagram, my Facebook, this channel, you can leave comments, you can email me. I tell you that all the time. I don't really, unless I'm on YouTube, I'm not going to check the comments. I'm not. So, I mean, if you're looking for somebody, you make yourself present. So if you're looking for me, make yourself present. Email me. I mean, my email address is only on every single post. Every single thing. Like some of y'all go straight to my this is like the biggest pet peeve, where someone will email me from my website, hey Magic, how can I order a reading? From that website that you are on right now. Right now you're on it. Yeah. And you see where it says Majichan1@gmail.com? That right there's the email address. It's only posted 600 times in my Instagram. How can you miss it? Y'all gotta stop doing that, because if you're not gonna take the time to figure out me and find a simple email address, then don't bother me. Don't waste my time. You're wasting my time when you're doing that. Because if you don't really want nothing, you just want to post, Magic, how can I do this? It's right there in the post. The post says it. The post that I just posted, it says it. Y'all too grown for this. And it's like the people that really want to learn from me, they doing what they got to do. But it'd be a good little handful of y'all that be coming in acting like y'all kind of spaced out. And that's possibly from the ammonia fumes that y'all keep inhaling. Okay? Ammonia is to turn around. All right? It's not going to bring back your little baby toe that got cut off. It's not going to do that. Okay? And I'm being real serious. And y'all just be like, oh, Magic, how can... I just said that. I just spoke about it. I just emailed you 15 times the same... Are you reading that? Magic, how can I get a reading? I just emailed you. What do you think that link says? Click here to my email. Please click me. Like, y'all too grown for that. Y'all too grown for that. So please, all right? So today now we're going to talk about how you should be using my sugar jars. These are my little jars. These are actually my herb jars. So when you do order your herbs, depending on the size, I have this size and I have a taller one. But I want to use these little jars because you can carry these in your purses. You can shake them up, or you can use the 4-ounce jar or my 8-ounce. I mean, it's just all up to you and your preference. All right, so when you're making your sugar jars, when you're making your honey jars, there's a lot of different herbs. There's a lot of different curios you can add in. Because you're going to taste your honey, I don't recommend you putting in any oil inside of the honey jars prior to that, because you want to taste it 3 times. As sweet as this honey is to me, so will blah, blah, blah be. 3 times, taste it, then you can put in your petition Then you could put in your curios. Then you can mix in your herbs. Then you could blend in your oils and powders, whatever it is that you want to do. I like to blend the powders with the sugar jar. So let's do some sugar first, right? And I want to do the Money House Blesser. I want you to, here's my blue sugar. And I blend and hand blend and color my own sugar because it's edible. So there's not a bunch of shit that's gonna go in there. You know, like some people, oh, I got some sugar from this lady and it don't smell like sugar, and then I don't know what to tell you. You gotta ask her that. Unless you come in and ask me about my items, please don't ask me about anybody else's shit. I don't want to hear it. It doesn't pertain to me. Oh, I bought this oil from this lady and I've been using it and it's just getting worse and what? That's not from me. That's from her. You gotta message her. Tell me what that got to do with me. Tell me what that got to do with me. Unless you coming to me to ask me about me, I don't know about anything else. This is my blue sugar. When you're working with your sugars and you're working with a specific color, I decided to just make a bunch of different colors because, you know, I love making my scrubs, my body scrubs. And when you get scrubs from me, it's going to be 100% natural. There's not going to be nothing to break out your skin and whatnot. And if you're allergic to something, just tell me what you're allergic to and I'll tell you if it's in my product. Most likely it's not. Most likely it's not. So blue sugar, you can use the blue sugar for money house blessings and or tranquility, when you want to ease and calm a situation, for peace, house of peace. I'm going to mix this in here, and then I'm going to add in a bit of my Money House Blesser herbs. I'm not going to fill it up all the way because you're going to have to put your petition in. So bam, just like that. Let me get my herbs. And this paper that's here under it, which I use for good luck and stuff, there's a huge post on my Instagram. So for those of you emailing me every single day, Magic, what's that for? You don't follow me on Instagram, and you should be. And if you do follow me, then you'll be able to read that. I can't keep on being repetitive to you grown-ass people. You're grown. So go to the Instagram. I mean, I don't know what to say to you. I can't keep emailing you guys. Oh, is this? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. If you get a free gift, it's posted on my Instagram. So make it your business. You can create a page, whatever it is, and I'll let you follow me. But and let me say this to you: don't follow me and then unfollow me and then want to follow me back when I'm having a giveaway. I'm not gonna let you follow me back. I'm not doing that. No, no. So I'm gonna put a packet of my Money House Blesser herbs in here. What's in my Money House Blesser? It's a combination of Money House Blessing herbs. So please respect my craft, okay? I hand make every single thing. And if I give away my recipes, I might as well not have a business, might as well not have these items, might as well not do what I'm doing. And I'm not doing that. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing and helping those that need to learn. For those of you that want me to, oh, Magic, tell me the recipe. Oh, Magic, tell me. No, you can go to my website. It's going to roll straight across the screen about 50,000 times. My website is there. My Instagram is there. You can go there and you can purchase what you need. The oils, the herbs, the sugars. Money House Blesser. Now, you want to work Money House Blessers when you have businesses. When you have businesses and you have that business in your home, you can use Money House Blesser. If you have a tenant downstairs that pays you rent, you can use Money House Blesser for any kind of income property, to tell you the truth. If you sell cars and the car's on your front lot and your house is behind it, you want to bless the home with money, you use the Money House Blesser. Use the blue sugar. The blue sugar to sweeten things up. You put one packet of herbs in there, and you're going to use this. These are hell banknotes. They're great for writing petitions on. These are what I use to write on the petitions for the honey jars. And I put everybody in there. Now, when you're creating, let's let's talk about that really quickly, because you're gonna have some questions. All right. So listen, when you're creating a honey jar and you want to sweeten people for many different situations, you can put them all in a honey jar because they're all gonna be sweet. They're not being sweet to each other. No, 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 no. They're all being sweet for their own different purposes, but all in the same jar. And yes, you can do that. So if you want to put your sister in a jar so she can be sweet at work, you want to put your brother in a jar so he can be sweet with his finances, you want to put your mother, you, and your father, all 5 of y'all could go in there, because y'all all being sweetened for different things. And what you do is you write individual candles. Everybody write on your candles individually. Everyone gets 1 candle each, and you can rotate that. Monday, you're working on your mother, write her name on the candle. Tuesday, you're working on your brother. Wednesday, you're working on you. Separate candles, all in the same jar, separate petitions. Everybody's being sweetened for different things. You're all being sweetened in the same honey. Now, when it comes to sweetening more than one person, say like 4 or 5 people you want to sweeten to a situation, I will not recommend you to put that many people in there. Because you're going to have 4 out of 5 of those people who fucking hate each other, and you're going to ruin the whole spell. Why? Because these people do not like each other. You cannot sweeten that many people to each other. I would prefer a situation with the most 3. And 3 is like good for families. Your baby father, you and your son. Your baby father, you and your daughter. Your baby father, you and your mother. Y'all all want each other to be sweet. And in some cases, you don't need to be in there. If your baby father don't get along with your mother, sweeten them both together. But get a reading first. Because if she truly, deep in her heart, hates him, that's going to be a fail. That's going to be a fail. They're going to fight. You're forcing that sweetness on her now. And she's going to feel it. That energy is going to hover around her, especially if you're working it every single day. Every single day. It's going to bother her because she hates him dearly, deeply. And you're trying to force that sweetness, and it won't work. It won't work. So again, many different people, all in the same honey, different petitions, separate candles. You see, if you were sweetening 2 people, you do 1 petition, 1 candle. And you want John Doe to be sweet to Jane Doe. And you can do that. You can do that with your sugars too. That's why I have my community honey jars. Because you can sweeten many people, different situations, different petitions, different candles, all in the same jar. All of them want the same sweetness. All of them want that same thing. But not together, separately. So you use this paper here. You write down what you want, the name of the business, the address, your date of birth, put your social on it, fold it up to you. Fold it up really good, and the paper is very thin. And for held bank notes, I did this. There's a post on my Instagram as well for how you can use it. But for the held bank notes, when you are working with them and you're gonna put them in your jars, you can also take a few when you're done and put them underneath here like this, right? All underneath here, and you're gonna burn them. You're gonna burn them. And you're gonna ask the spirits for their favor. You're going to ask the spirits to help you to sweeten all the money coming into your home. To sweeten every single dollar flowing in. You feel it? The petition is in there. And then what you do after, you're going to add in some magnetic sand. You need the magnetic sand in there. You're drawing in money. Magnetic sand. And then I want you to take, you're going to take either a magnet, these little magnets, or you're going to take one of the hematite. I like these ones. With these, with the colorful ones, the rainbow ones, I put them on my refrigerator and I put lotus stone sand on them. And then I put like money on the refrigerator. So quickly, I'll tell you what to do with them. A quick trick. So clean your refrigerator really good with Florida water or Hoyt's. I just love the way Hoyt smells. Hoyt smells so good. And so you clean it with Hoyt's. Then you take the magnets. And take a few. Take like 7. Like take 10. Take 20. Whatever it is. And every day you're going to feed them just a bit. And you can put dollars behind them. Every time you come in the house, every time you got to feed that refrigerator with the money, you putting that money there, putting that money there, putting that money there. I did that for a whole year. And I had about over $1,000 on my refrigerator. Because every time I come in, I got $1. I got $5. I got $10. I'm putting in the magnet. And it's drawing in money to the home. And then I could go shopping, you know, for myself. you know, with whatever, for whatever I want, because that money is accumulating and I'm saving it. So you're gonna take one and you're gonna put it in here. Automatically, it's like pulling itself. See, it's stuck in there now. Then you're gonna take some more little stone, feed it, close it. You got yourself a money house blessing. You see the herbs in there? The petition is right in the middle. I wouldn't use a lodestone because the lodestone is going to require you to keep feeding it. So even a regular magnet from like wherever you can buy magnets from, one of these, it doesn't really matter. And it'll work out the same. Now, if it has a metal top, yes, you can burn a candle on it. But this is your sugar jar for you to be shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking. Blessing the home, blessing all the money that comes in, blessing the business if you have a business and you work in your home. Many of you have your offices in your house and you're running a whole business in there. You want to bless your house. Money house blessing candles non-stop. Money stay candles non-stop. And you're consistent with your steady client candles and work with money drawing. Like back to back to back. You can burn 3 together in series and continue and rotate them every single time. This is pyrite. Some people call it fool's gold. It's sold at my website. It's really good for drawing in luck. It's really good for that business that you feel like it needs some good fortune around it. You can sprinkle the baby ones, the sand, at the door. So when you want to bless your home, clean the door with Florida water, mix it with some Hoyt's cologne, and you're going to clean down with the Florida water and then clean back up and mix in the Hoyt's cologne. When you're going to do that, I want you to do like 5 spot the door. So you'll do money house blesser, you'll do money drawing, and you'll do steady clients. Underneath the rug in the front, I want you to sprinkle some brown. After you clean, like clean with the magic wash. Like I talk about this. I talk about this in the video. You know what to do. You clean the floor. I want you to take some brown sugar. I want you to sprinkle it under the rug. I want you to take some Irish moss, and I want you to sprinkle it under the rug. And I want you to take some fenugreek seeds and sprinkle it under the rug. And I want you to rotate and switch that every time you cleanse. So if you do like a cleanse every month, clean up everything. You can pick up them herbs, and I want you to scatter the herbs in front of your house door. Right in front of your door. If you live in an apartment building, right in front of the door. You can wait till everybody go to sleep and do it. Like, you can do your stuff in secret. You don't have, not everybody is comfortable with witchcraft, and y'all know that. Y'all know that. A lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. But they're not comfortable enough to sit there and talk about it and say, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I've been doing it for my business. Yeah, I've been doing it for my family. Yeah, I've been doing it forever. Like, they're not going to want to do that. So you can still be secretive. Being secretive is fine. So let's make another jar. I have different colors, and any color you want I can make, and of course it's edible. Here's my yellow one. I love the orange one for roll opening. Like when you start opening your rolls and you want to sweeten certain things, like, you know, as you open your rolls, you may start getting, you get a new car, you want to keep things. You can make a sugar jar for that. And then I have green, and then I have pink and red, and I have purple and gold and different colors, whatever, because I make scrubs. So, I mean, if you're going to make your own scrubs, you got to know how to make different color sugars and whatnot. And, you know, you just have to. So, okay. So let's do, I want to show you guys how to make a favorites jar, like to get a loan. Let's do that. I'll save this for like another day, or I'll show you that when I do the come to me with the lotus stone. So when you want to be favored, and you're to the point where you done did your baths and you done did your readings and everything that I told you to do, and you want to do this, you get the sugar from my shop. And you get a whole 4 ounces. So you don't need all of the whole container. You can just take some out, mix some up in a different jar. You know how to do it. You know what to do. So I'm gonna put that in there. Then I'm gonna go in with my favorites powder. Let me see if you guys can see this. Favorites powder to get favors at banks, loans at school, like all of that kind of stuff. Anything involving your finances. finances. Okay. Like 2 scoops is good. When you want to be favored and you want to be seen in a different light, 5-finger grasp, so that they're going to do every single thing that them fingers can do, every single thing them hands can do is going to do. You can make a 5-finger grasp candle, get a green candle, write your name on it 7 times. You're going to use my favorites oil. You're going to take the 5-finger grasp, you're going to roll it in it, and you can double dip it. I'll show you guys what double dipping candles look like. And okay, so we're going to put some 5-finger grasp in here. Get your petition together with dollar bills. I have a bunch of dollars that sometimes they rip and, you know, they just don't look suitable anymore to spend. And what I'll do is I'll use them as a petition. So with the petition here, on the petition, you're asking, you know, for the spirits to favor you. You want to be favored mentally, physically, emotionally. You want to be favored by all means so that you can get what you want. A lot of you would rather go in and coerce somebody and manipulate them to doing that. And sometimes it could work in your favor and sometimes it could backfire because people will feel this force like you're trying to control them. When you try to control people and they have protective energy over them, they're going to feel like kind of indifferent to what you asking them for versus them actually wanting to give it to you because they like you, because you're so sweet, and because they just want to go out of their way for you. You know, so if you try to manipulate, say you try to manipulate Denise to giving you $1,000, she's gonna start feeling a little funny about it, especially if you put in too much force over it. And she's gonna be like, you know what, fuck that piece of shit. I feel like he really trying to force me to do it. And she's gonna just, her feelings are gonna change. Rather than you sweetening yourself, working highly favoritism over yourself, putting yourself in a sugar jar to be sweetened by every situation, and putting yourself in a honey jar to be sweetened by everyone. She's going to be like, you know what? I fucks with him. I'm going to give him some money. I like him. It's something about him. I like him. I don't know what it is, but I like him. And she going to want to do it for you. Put the petition in there. You want to be favored by what? Denise gives out loans. Denise gives out loans every Friday, and you're trying to catch a loan next week Friday. And you already went to Denise, and Denise was kind of iffy with you and stuff. Don't work on Denise. Don't work on you. Work on you. Change the energy over you. Help yourself to be looked at in a different light now. So you got the favors powder in there. You got the 5-finger grasp because you want Denise to do every single thing in her willpower with them 10 fingers and 2 hands for you. Okay? We're going to put some ginger in there. I love working with ginger for money. I love working with ginger for love. I love working with ginger to move shit quick. Just quick. It's like, okay, I like that. I want to move things. I like the ginger. I do. I like the ginger. I'm going to put some honey powder in there. I love honey powder in my sugar jars. They work well. You move quick. They create good results. Not too much honey. And let me say this. You're going to be shaking this jar. You're going to be. You can do your 7-day and your 9-day candles separate to it. If you're a person that's new to magic, 7-day and 9-day glass candles, better for you until you get to the point where you can read candles, understand them, and you know how to, figure out what the wax means. And, if you're not there yet, don't burn nothing on top of this jar. Shaking it, and backing it up with your lights. Okay? Favors. Okay? I'm going to add in some blue flag. I love blue flag when it comes to getting money and getting things in order financially. I love it. I'll give you guys a more breakdown on the herbs and the powders and mixing and doing that on my channel. So those of you that are interested, when I do my classes. So those of you that are interested, you can email me at touchbymagic@gmail.com. The information is going to be in the link below. It's going to be posted on my Facebook. It's going to be posted on my Instagram. Classes start in November for those of you that really want to learn, and you really want to learn from someone that knows what they've been doing. I know my herbs. I know my powders. I know my curios. I know my candles. I know my spirits. I know my shit. So if you want to learn it, you feel free to contact me. Classes start in November. The last day that I will be taking on people to register with me will be like October 7th. So you guys have at least 5 weeks to get that together. I'm not going to take on no one after. If you've never bought a candle, you've never bought an oil, you've never emailed me, you've never spoken to me, you never text me, none of that. This class is not for you. This class is not for you. I want to deal with people that have been around me. I want to deal with people that have been coming to my shop and doing things for themselves. I want to deal with people that I've worked for. I want to deal with people that I've spoken to. I don't want to deal with nobody that does not know nothing about it and you want to come in. What you can do is wait till after my classes are done, watch all of my videos that are on YouTube, and then after I'll decide if I want to let you into the classes, depending on what you know first. But if you know nothing, you can't keep up. Because it's a lot of people that work with me right now, and they are really fast paced. They know what they're doing. All I gotta do this and do this, They know. And you know, I don't mind working with beginners, but you have to know what you're doing at least. I can't sit down and stop and break this down to you and tell you this means this and I don't know. No, we getting into these classes. I'm talking. I'm telling you what to do, and we moving and we going. We don't got no time to wait. No, if you're a newborn to it and you need your pamper change. No, all right? I need you to have them big boy pants to pull up and get ready moving. I'm not doing that. I don't have time to do that. I have more than enough videos on here in which you can learn. I'm going to add in now some alfalfa, which is going to be beneficial to helping you to get in people to do what you want and give them the money. Like alfalfa is good for loans. Alfalfa is good for when you at the financial aid office in school and shit just don't seem right. And they're like, your mother make too much. You're like, what the fuck? I just want to go to school. And it's like they just trying to give you a hard time. You make that favors jar. Make sure you add in that alfalfa. Let me get the alfalfa. It's very beneficial that you learn how to make, you learn how to clean your candles, dress them well, and get them together so that you can work them with your jar. Like you can prep your stuff, which is what I'll tell a lot of you to do. Prep your items. Prep your items a couple of days ahead of time. And you can wait for many of you, you're new to magic. You don't know what days to work it, and I'll tell you over and over and over. When you need shit to be done, just do it. Like Nike, just do it. Don't wait for nothing. I'm waiting for the full moon for what? For what? Get it together. Get it together and get it together. Okay? What you do now is you take the paperwork that you have, okay? So you may have paperwork for the loan, for the bank, from school. It's that person that you want the money from. You may have their photo, their name. Put it underneath the jar. Underneath the jar. That 7-day candle can fit directly on top of here. You can put it on top of there. Don't put no sticks on this, because you're going to be shaking it and shaking it and shaking it. And for those of you that do not know how to read your candlesticks, you're going to fuck up yourself. Because you're going to be burning candles. Oh my God, I don't know what it means. What is happening? But listen, don't just burn your glass candles. And you're going to read the wick. You're going to watch how that burns. Was it steady? Was it really low? Did it burn sooty? Did it burn off black? It's easier for you to read a 7-day versus the stick. Because the stick, listen, the different shapes and shit that you're going to see, you're going to be like, what the fuck is this? Go call your mother, Mom, what that look like? Call Bobby. Bobby, what this look like to you? It looks like a lion. Yeah. The lion has hands, like 4 hands to me though. Like, no, Bobby, get out of here. Like, you wanna, that's gonna confuse you. Don't do that. Take your 7-day, shake this up. Shake it. Just shake it. Shake it. Shake it. When you work in your rituals to where you're going to be shaking your sugar jars and stuff like that, it has to be constant. So you can go in 20 minutes a day, nice and quiet, light up your candles, light 3 candles for your favors, okay? Favors all could go in there. Then you can take the herb. See, when you buy candles from me, they come dressed. And I sell 7-day candles, I sell 9-day candles, and I even do the 14-day ones. Even though them shits be really, really heavy in boxes, I do them. You can take the herbs, and you're gonna rub them in the candle clockwise. So from right to left is clockwise, going around right to left. And you can write your name inside the candle, write your date of birth, and write down what you want. You can write in candles. See, this candle here is huge. So I can write whatever I want to write in there, right? It's huge. Look, my whole hand can't even fit around it. Look, it's too big, too big. So you can write inside of your 7 days. You can place them on top of here. Let me get a candle and show you. So these are the baby ones, right? See? You can use these. These are even better. But if you have the 7-day, they can fit on top of there too. So right inside of here, write your name. I told you guys what to get. You can get, you know, the tools for the iPhone? Those little screwdrivers, those are perfect. That's what I use. I use those and any screwdrivers that I find in the house that my husband probably does need, but they become waxed up anyway, so they become my products now. So I'll write inside of the candle. I write every single thing that I use, like a petition. You can put a photo on top of it if you want to. But for the sugar jar and you're shaking it, just keep it plain, keep it simple. And those of you that are new to creating sugar jars and new to working 7 days, or in this example, this is like, this can burn for, let's see. If I'm home for like, say the weekend, Friday to Monday, this has burned slow Friday to Monday. Friday night to like Saturday night. That's where I'm looking for the best results. So I want to see it burn clean. If the wick is very, very low, things are moving slow to start. There's no energy over your situation when you see things like that. So when you see the candle wick and you're looking at it, you're like, it's so low, it looks like it's going out. There's no energy present. It's like things are looking to be, right now, you got to do a lot more work to pick it up. So I'll tell you to get some incense, get some patchouli incense to draw things to you. Patchouli is good for things to come to you. It's also a herb you can use to break off negative situations such as jinxes and stuff hovering over you. It's good for love. It's good for money. It's good for attraction. It's like one of them all around situation type of herbs. So patchouli can go in there too with your 5-finger grass. And you can add in a little bit of woodruff. Like, don't go in too hard on the person, considering you're getting some money from them. Don't go in too hard on the business and the company, considering you're trying to favor yourself. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to do it too hard. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to sweeten me. I'm a favor, put all the favoritism among me so they can have some pity. I mean, like, fuck it. If they pity you and they're like, you know what? We're going to give this loan to you because we feel sorry for you. Oh, well, fuck it. Okay. All right. That's another way to go. Whatever which way they come up with a decision, as long as you get a decision that's favorable to you. You're asking the spirits, the energy, the universe, whatever you believe in, to give you these favorable outcome. And a lot of times I feel like some of you automatically feel like, you know what, as soon as I start working, I'm going to get all the results. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because some of you have blockages on you. Some of you have people around you that are blocking you. Yeah. Yep. The same people that you got all in your business. Oh, I'm getting a loan. Sometimes you got to do your magic and you got to shut the fuck up. And stop telling people your business. And stop letting people know your moves. And when people know your moves, they can stop them. They can. The candle is going to keep the light and the energy over what you want and need. I sell them fixed, but you can find them at the Botanica. Because, I mean, make sure that when you go to the Botanica, there's no cat. Because the cats be all in there and there be a bunch of thick hair growing. There's bugs growing. It's like disgusting sometimes. Why? Because they don't give a fuck. They just selling the product. They don't care about who's buying it. That's why a lot of times when you go to Botanica, they don't know what to tell you. Oh, how do you do this? They don't know. They have no fucking idea. Because their job is to be at the cash register, take your money, and sell the product to you. Not to help you really do the work. They don't know. They don't know. And you may go in a shop and the bitch is telling you, oh, I don't know the name of the herb, but do it. Bitch, how you going to tell me you don't know the name of the herb, but you want me to use it? You said drink it? He said put in my food? You said give it to my baby? Oh no, y'all gotta stop being stupid. Don't let nobody give you nothing that they don't know what the fuck it is. They like, oh, eat it for 10 days. Next thing you know, day 10, you dead. You dead. Nobody know why. They see a bag of herbs, they like, we don't know. She was eating herbs for 10 days and, you know, then she's dead now. We don't know what happened. We don't know. Like, don't do that to yourself. Don't be stupid. If you're interested in learning the herbs, if you're interested in learning how to make powders and oils, you're going to have to join me at School of Magic. It's going to be starting in 2 months, and I'm looking forward to you guys learning and getting all the detailed information as much as you can. In my next video, I will show you how to work the Come To Me jar. I'll show you how to work with the Lotus Stone, a 14-day Come To Me candle, and I'll show you some other of my sugar spells, and we'll take it from there. It's getting late now. I want to try to edit this video and put it up for you guys so you guys can get some information on favors jars, money house blesser, and everything else that I've discussed. So like, subscribe, and stay blessed.